Hello everyone, welcome to the Ozark Outpost in Dixon, Missouri. This is Japan, January 1937. Now, real quick, before we get to Tojo's evil master plan, I got a box from Historical Board Gaming today with some stuff in there to set up Latin America at War, Beta 2.0. So, I got that stuff on the board. I don't know, you may have noticed in previous videos that South America was empty, and that was why I was waiting for some pieces and markers to arrive that I ordered. You can see it's kind of a hodgepodge of stuff down here. I'll try to give you a little closer look. I'm using stuff that I already had as much as possible because, this is in beta. We're all kind of sort of play testing it as we go. So I didn't want to spend too much on what might end up being temporary pieces. But I'm using U.S. pieces for Brazil, German pieces, and you can see, well, the ships you can see just all have roundels under them to tell what belongs to who. I've got German pieces in Argentina, Spanish Republicans there in Chile, the white pieces, with one exception, are all neutrals. I've got a white piece there in Central America, even though it's pro-Allied. I'm using British pieces for Mexico and Nationalist Republican piece there for the guy in Cuba. So we'll see how this thing goes. It looks pretty interesting just from reading the rule set, but nothing's going to happen down there until a couple of majors go to war with each other. That's the trigger for beginning the action down there. So we come to Japan. Now they still have one factory, so one tech chip. They're going to try to push long-range aircraft along. And for that, they need a 7. Well, they hit a 10, so for right now, they're maxed out at stage 2 on long-range aircraft. All right. Tojo started with 20 yen in his bank. You can see here he has spent 8 on 2 Marines and 10 on 2 SNLF. So he saved 2. There's not going to be any combat this turn, but there is going to be some non-combat shuffling around here. Positioning forces. So here's what we're doing. The bulk of their fleet is on this card. That's 2 battleships, a battle cruiser, a heavy cruiser, 2 destroyers, a fleet carrier with a tactical bomber and a fighter, and a light carrier with a fighter. So the first thing we're going to do is we are going to swap some planes on the carriers. I'm playing the advanced carrier rules, and part of that says that you cannot take an aircraft from a carrier and fly it off to a land zone unless you swap and replace it with another aircraft immediately. So that's what I'm going to do. Here at Tokyo, I've got 2 tactical bombers. I'm going to pull the fighter from the light carrier and the fighter from the fleet carrier and replace them with these 2 tactical bombers. So, these guys are going to fly off over here to go on this card. And then the 2 fighters that are coming off of those carriers are, I'm getting it on a flight stand here, and I gotta back up a little bit so you can see. Those 2 fighters are flying up here to reheat. So I can do so without knocking everything on the whole board over. Okay, then the 2 destroyers that are on this card are dropping off to stay behind. The rest, well, I'm going to make a hole down here to put that in. This transport goes 1, this transport goes 1, 2, up to here. This destroyer follows him, goes 1, 2, up to here. This transport, he's moving 1 space over to that side. And this fleet, he's going 1, 2. I knock stuff over everywhere. I try not to, but as obviously you can see, it happens anyway. Oh well, we'll get her fixed up here. Okay, so the fleet moved down here to Formosa. This heavy cruiser is taken off 1, 2, 3 to go down there and join the fleet. And everybody else is staying where they are. Yep. Everybody else is going to stay where they are. Okay, so that's non-combat movement. Okay, we are ready to place units. So, let's see here. One SNLF is going over here to the major factory at Tokyo. And one Marine is going to the major at Tokyo. And then the other Marine is going here at Kyushu. And the other SNLF is going to Kyushu. Okay, that's that. Now, come over here and collect money. Japan's still sitting on 16. They haven't been bad boys and attacked anybody yet. So they still collect their extra 3 from the United States oil trade. That's 19 plus the 2 they saved will give them 21 next turn. Ozark Outpost, over and out.